Hey y'all, what's up? I'm so tired. Baby, I done threw on all the leopard. You can never have enough leopard, baby. I was looking for my little leopard. Y'all know I got. Baby, you can never have enough leopard. Anyway, I'm just up rambling right now. I don't even know what's going on. So put this in your files. I really don't know what's going on. I'm just on here rambling, running my mouth in my own little world. Or whatever, right? So they talking about the shutdown or whatever, right? I don't know what's going on with this shutdown. I don't watch the news because it brings pain and this and that. I try not to be affected by what I'm not affected by, but if somebody knocks on my door, I'm guaranteed to help them. But for the most part, I try not to be affected. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But from the little bit of pieces and bits and skits and kibbles and bits that I've gathered, I'm just going to talk over what I know of. So they talking about this shutdown, right? Well, what's my take on the shutdown? People are saying, well, I guess the taxpayers are saying that they're happy about the shutdown, that it's been a long time coming, and how people are abusing Section 8, and it's supposed to be a hand up, not a hand down, and people taking advantage, and people tired of paying into this and that and that. Listen, I don't give a damn what you tired of paying in. Kids still need to be fed. Babies still need to be fed. They still need formula. Kids still don't understand what's going on. Now you're dealing with seeds now. So you tell me that you're gonna set the seeds up to fail. Well, then that means you ain't finna get no production. I'm just speaking off. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm not into this type of stuff. But from what I'm hearing, this and that and that and this and that and the other. Let me tell y'all something. Whether people ready to hear this shit or not, you gonna hear it today. People have always taken advantage of a good thing. I don't give a damn what it is. I don't care what you try to do. Good, excellence, amazing, astonishing. People gonna find a way to get in there and take advantage of that. And Section 8 just happened to be one of these things. And food stamps just have to be one of these things that people have found a way to get in and manipulate. People manipulate credit cards. People, anything that's supposed to be good, it ain't gonna never go right, because you got good and bad in the world. You got good and evil in the world. So somebody gonna do some evil to the good. Somebody gonna do some good to the evil. That's just the blueprint of the world. But as far as the shutdown go, and everybody glad and they tired of paying into and this and that and that and this, people got babies regardless of what the hell is going on. And while you getting ready to shut down, and while you taking away food stamps, and while you taking jobs away, are you replacing things? Are you replacing things? Are you building up the world? Are you building the nation back up? Are you tearing it down? What are you doing here? Because are you multiplying fruit? What's really happening here with all this shit that you taking away? Because the truth stands, and the truth is that certain people never was able to get ahead in the first damn place, and that might just be why they landed over there on Section 8, or they landed over there, on food stamps, or they this and that. You didn't make them feel like they was nobody to begin with. You didn't give them nothing to be proud of to begin with. If anything, you snatched away more than what the fuck you took. Let's talk some real shit here. And if you're going to take things away, are you setting people up to win? Are you putting good jobs back where people can go apply and feel like a mother, feel like a father, feel like a couple, and feel successful? I'm not talking about putting these little gas station ass jobs around here, putting these little penny nickel ass jobs around here, folks working their ass off at a gas station, and they only getting $9 and $10 and all this shit. That ain't right. It ain't never been right. Every time around here where I live, when they tear something down, they don't never put no type of jobs here that people can be happy and proud of, and sustain their family and feel like an American citizen. They just, instead of you getting this, was that Obama, instead of you bringing this oil rig or oil mine or this oil field job where people can get off of here in the oil and folks can make $30 and $40 and this and that, you don't do that. All you do is tear one gas station down and put up another gas station and give folks about $2 extra, and you want them to feel proud. How the fuck somebody gonna be feeling proud about some shit like that? A lot of people think that a lot of these people that's on Section 8 or on food stamps, they taking advantage of the system. Well, I'm sure that's true because I had some girlfriends that did that too. I'm sure that's true. But at the same time, some people don't want to be bothered with that shit on these jobs. You go into these jobs are highly toxic. You report these people, don't nothing happen. Women in here on these jobs fighting over these men. Men in here getting shit started about they the lion, wanting the other damn male cubs bag off, and it's just all blood and spiritual warfare. It's just bloodshed everywhere you go. You minding your own business, people fucking with you. The manager's supposed to protect you, but the manager's fucking with you. Just because people, and I ain't even talking about nobody, I'm just telling the truth here. Just because people are in these high-ranking positions don't mean they need to run them. And this is everywhere, from where I work at to all these other places. 90% of the people on your job is toxic. 90% of the people on your job is crazy, managers included. Everybody crazy. But like I said, I'm not talking about nobody because you don't know where they come from or what they have to deal with. But you do know one thing for sure. They spill this shit off into the workplace. And you have to deal with it because of their insecurities. People hire anybody nowadays. They don't care just because they got an education. People ain't... See, if I was a manager, things would be gravy. But see, I don't want the headache. I'm not finna train no wild wolves and no wild hyenas. I'm not finna do it. But people will hire you because you got all this experience and you got all of this education, but you lack social skills. You lack empathy. You lack humanitarian skills. You don't know how to talk to nobody. And then if you feel threatened by somebody on the job, you harassing them, trying to threaten and run them off, and your ass the one that need to go. And all kind of shit be going on into these factors where some people just don't want to get up and go to work because they know what the fuck finna happen to them when they get up and go to work. So all of the time, it's not about laziness. Then again, it could be. You know, it's just so much going on in today's world. Okay, and then on top of that, you cutting this off and this and that off. Okay, well, can you produce some type of thing where people can work on their spiritual gifts, where you can put money into them becoming a musician, becoming an artist? You know, people lack spiritual gifts and look at spiritual gifts like they're nothing. But if it wasn't for spiritual gifts, how would you have music? How would you have art? How would you have poetry if it wasn't for spiritual gifts? How would you have rap if it wasn't for spiritual gifts? All these things right here are spiritual gifts. But you don't want people to pour into their spiritual gifts and leave your job, because now that puts you in a bind and that puts you in a struggle. But you mistreating people. None of it makes sense to me. All these content creators that's on here trying to, that's what this is about. People trying to put stuff back into the world, but the people that's trying to put stuff back into the world are the people that's been abused and is trying to get away from you motherfuckers. But you don't want that. You want us to stand here and torture you. You want to torture us and you want to make money, but we don't want to be in here getting tortured to make you money. We'd rather get away from you and go make our own money, but you don't want that. But you want to go home late at night and listen to jazz. You want to sip wine. That's coming from the eccentric people. It's just a fucked up world out there. I don't know what they want, but I tell you this. It ain't gonna get no better. Whatever they want. It ain't gonna get no better for nobody. Whether you are poor, medium poor, rare poor, whether you are rich, medium rich, if you ain't on that high end up, where you got 30,000 to invest and you got 20,000 to put into this and you can dominate with your money, then the rich gonna keep getting richer and the poor gonna keep getting poor. You ain't got nothing behind you to make nothing happen. So what that boils down to is basically we all in the same boat, but some people don't realize that. Some people never realize that they still thinking they better than people that they ain't better than. It's always been like this, and it's gonna continue to be like this. Just like, I'm just rambling. I'm just up late at night rambling. They all just like what they always accusing people and accusing the wrong people. They always on the lookout for certain people, but they on the lookout for the wrong people. Just like you always watching black people to be thieves, and they supposed to be the thieves. But the white lawyer man over there, I saw him stuff about 3 damn bottles of vodka in his coat. But you will never suspect him because he got on a suit and tie and he got a briefcase. So you ain't looking for him. You looking for my black nappy head ass. They ain't hardly got no clothes. Meanwhile, I'm trying to be honest with you. Just like when they do every so often when they do these damn food stamp raids. When the headlines hit, you waiting on black folks to be everywhere for food stamp fraud. You waiting on black folks to be everywhere for food stamp. Baby, with the headline hit and the mug shots hit and the pictures on the front of the who did food stamp fraud, ain't a damn black person on there. I'm just telling the truth. A hit dog a holler, tell the truth, share the devil. I don't know what these people are looking for. I hope they find it. And I hope they get people with this shutdown. If you're going to shut some shit down, I hope you put people in the position to win. Hell, give people they damn 40 acres in their mule. Set folks up to win instead of taking shit. Regardless if they lazy. Regardless if they laying on the system. Regardless. The truth is, they still owed what you ain't paid yet.